So hello guys, and welcome back to the KDR Tournament Series, the main qualifiers. It's time now for our first quarterfinal match, and I cannot wait for this one because we got ANBU versus CTNX. But before we get into that, Mr. Vim, we gotta thank our sponsors real quick. Yet again, Globe at Home. Thank you to them. With Globe at Home, you can recreate the world right at home. Level up your gaming experience at home with Globe at Home's only plan $28.99 with speeds up to 100 Mbps. That's gotta go fast right there. And you gotta visit shop.globe.com.ph or the Globe store near you to check that one out.
Our official PC partner for the KDR Tournament Series is Legion Philippines and Intel. Stylish outside, savage inside. You can join the Empire, Legion's exclusive rewards program, complete missions, and earn reward points to redeem exclusive Legion merchandise. Not only that, but you get the latest product information and how you can maximize your Legion Lenovo products. So don't forget to follow the Legion Philippines on Facebook and Instagram at Lenovo Legion PH.
Yes, sir. And you know they're really just showing off with their snazzy laptops we're using right now to help us out in this production. I love it. It feels so smooth and real, so nice, and it's very very fast as well. This is the Y740, guys. So you guys want to check that one out? You already know where to go. Of course, we are powered by XSplit as well, and you can check out the XSplit VCam. XSplit VCam lets you remove, replace, and blur your background without a green screen. Download and try out the free version now. So thank you to our sponsors. And don't forget, guys, we got that giveaway going on as well with the hashtags down below. Below the ticker right there.
Down below, you can see right there, we got 1,500 pesos in Gcash up for grabs. We got a Lenovo gaming keyboard and, of course, XSplit premium licenses. And there's going to be multiple winners, guys, so really nothing to lose by joining and simply by liking and sharing the stream with the appropriate hashtags listed down below, and check the pinned comment for more detailed instructions.
Yeah, you need all those hashtags. You don't need all 5 of them, so make sure that you're eligible for our entries. And don't forget, we're coming closer and closer to the end of our broadcast. We're already at the quarterfinals here, Mr. Vim. So if you want to join, it's high time to do it right here, right now. But you know what is going to be right here, right now, Vim? Our first quarterfinal, ANBU versus CTNX. Some familiar faces yet again. They've had so many battles so far in the local scene, and I cannot wait to see what this one's going to be all about. But they did have a long road ahead of them to make it to this point, and I gotta say they have been scrapping all throughout the bracket.
Yeah, they've been very consistent performance pretty much in all of their tournaments performances as of late. CTNX known to be one of the teams who have taken a map or two away from Bren in the past, right? And of course, ANBU being the first runner-up in the Philippine qualifiers of the Valorant Pacific Open. Another very powerful team. These are teams that are the top of their game right now.
Yep. It just feels like it, and CTNX gonna be picking some agents here as well as ANBU. Gotta say that we did get our bans. We saw Bind and Haven banned over there, but in the meantime, Trix is gonna be playing that Jet. We got Haps on the Omen. Courtesy here gonna be on that Raze. We got Allison looking to figure out what he's gonna be playing, and it's the Cypher right there. Mr. Man No More and Rex wraps it up with a Breach.
I like that. I like that lineup. Now, for the side of ANBU, we got Kaja on the Jet. And Rafi on the Killjoy. 6 on Omen as well. Tony Banks on Breach. Okay.
Oh, interesting. Tony Banks going to be on that Breach, and Shied up to wrap it up with a Reina there. Double duelist right now. And you know what map we're going to be playing on here, Vim? It is Split, so Skyscraper time. It really is. And we'll find out how these defenses and these attacks are going to work. Double Breach, though, into this one. We see CTNX look to play the zone with the Raze, but in the meantime, ANBU playing speed with the Reina and the Jet there.
Now, it's pretty much a no-brainer pick, right? You got the Breach and, of course, Killjoy / Cypher. In a map like Split, those two are pretty much staples in high levels of play.
I can't really go wrong with that, and it's all about that utility. It's all about that CC, and we see so many tools in favor of agents like that. But you know, Mr. Vim, whoever wins this is going to be coming back tomorrow. We'll be seeing both semifinals as well as the grand finals of the main qualifiers for tomorrow. Our top 2 going to get that group stage invade. All of the team for tomorrow going to be in the money itself. And out of the 225,000 peso prize pool, it's 50K on the line for this weekend. But there we go with Allison already getting the first kill on the Rafi. CTNX exploding here on the offensive. ANBU trying to play the defensive well, but Tricks going to catch out Kaja. Tony Banks with the trade on back. CTNX, though, setting up on the site already.
I see a lot more players favor the frenzies nowadays.
I'm one.
Interesting.
I'm one.
You're one of
I
them.
love the frenzy. It is such a game changer sometimes, and it's one of those budget stingers in a way. You just need one clip to get a takedown, and there you go again. Half's going to be doing that. Tony Back's doing the same, and I gotta say it's really just because of those shorty nerfs making the frenzy a very, very decisive tool for getting some kills. Rex though backing on away. Flashpoint pretty on point, but all of a sudden going to catch out 6 instead. It's now Tony Back's versus the world. He already gets one, looking for a second, doesn't get the ding in time, and this should be CTNX looking to secure this kill with the swing, and Rex will do it there.
That was such a hard-fought first round. If this is any indication of the struggle that will be this game for both teams, I think this is going to be a really exciting one. That was a really drawn-out first round, not gonna lie.
You know, I gotta say for CTNX, they had to have that morale boost, a nice moment right there in the first place. But here we go again. First round in favor of the attack. They can actually keep that momentum, and every single round that you get here on Split is just so decisive if you are from the attacking side.
Absolutely.
So we'll see how this is gonna work out, because now B might be under pressure.
Here.
Looks like they are gonna take a read off their opponents. I mean, it's really a smart sort of play to, you know, go for A side at first time, and then on the second round maybe try B just for the hell of it and see what they're doing on that side.
There you go, though, but Strix gonna be catching out Rafi immediately in the middle of the map. Aftershock gonna get thrown on out. CTNX, though, looking to set up on the spike onto the site. And there we go, planted on the default, waiting for ANBU to respond.
I'm really happy seeing Tricks on an agent like Jet. He's previously in the past when we casted him, he was usually on Raze or perhaps Phoenix. I think someone like Jet really fits his playstyle. So
just go in, go ham, and get those takedowns. And you know, Tricks and Courtesy, the pillars of CTNX, their double duelists, loving to set that tempo of every single game that they can play. But Tony Banks right now, he's feeling the quake in his arms. He's looking for the setup, and if ANBU can actually find a target here, it can actually help out. It's all about the exits though. Shy though gonna get stunned up, but this shorty can still pack a punch. CTNX backing away from the garage, moving over to the market perhaps, but that's gonna be a ding on the Rex, and Shy up looking for a little bit more. Tony Banks gonna get consumed by the bomb there, but in the end, it's still CTNX with the win, cleaning up house, and that is ANBU unable to get any big exits there.
I mean, it was such a smart idea to try and go for exits instead of retaking that very, very disadvantageous round. But is that the real word?
I'll take it. Advantageous.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
It sounds like a real word.
Disadvantageous.
I'll take that. It sounds right.
It's a very textbook play that, you know, instead of going for that retake, you just go for exit frag straight up. But I don't know, CTNX got a read on that and just they stuck together and prevented any big exits from happening.
Yeah, and this time it is going to be time for Team ANBU to try and figure it out here on the defense. They are going to get their buys, and we are seeing some aggressive positions on the ramps as well as the main itself. Perhaps though catching out Shy though, he's the one playing a little more defensive up top of Heaven, and without that mid control, it is just CTNX walking on over to take down ANBU there.
They got the man advantage. They don't have to rush anything. Still 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock. They're slowly making their way to A ramps.
Yeah, it's time to navigate. It's time to see where they can go. And CTNX looking to explode onto A side yet again. Tricks already leading the charge. Sixto with a takedown on the Rex, and beautiful lineup. He is able to get to there. Intel from the high ground, but Courtesy deciding, hey, I'm just going to hop in front of you. I'm going to get that kill, and that is that. But Kaja right now with a tag down onto Courtesy. This is the Jet looking to hold by the screen so far. Spike though has been planted, and Team ANBU trying to retake with the one-man advantage.
Let's see if Kaja can make some plays here. Gets that headshot on Tricks over at elbow.
Tony Banks even with a cleanup, and Team ANBU says, hey, we are not going to be giving on up. And an amazing sight to behold. CTNX though, good rotations, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough. ANBU will be able to get that defense. I gotta say, even through the smoke, 6 able to play that Intel game really, really strong from the ramps.
Yeah, 6 really secured that round win for ANBU in that previous round.
Okay, but for CTNX, we gotta go again, and they might be able to get some buys here and now. They can actually whip out the arsenals for this one. ANBU hasn't been able to really break their bank as of yet, but this is a round that is going to be such a decider here if CTNX can keep up this momentum or not. ANBU, though, in the meantime, again, looking to navigate. They're going to give up mid control yet again here to CTNX, and you can really see the difference here because CTNX feeling very confident to go in the middle of split.
I feel like there's always this awkward point in time in a split game where you just keep spamming mid control over and over and over again, right? And I think we're gonna reach that point at some time in this game, because with the raise and breach combo, and you have that omen with that paranoia onto heaven, it's so easy to take control of mid as the offensive team.
Yeah, it's even worse so as we see that as a casters, right? We see the obs and we see everything, and there's like, you're spamming utility where no one's there. I wish I could tell you, but it's really just making sure that you are safe and sound going in the middle there. But Shideup already catching out Haps. This is gonna Reina trying to get momentum. 6 also catching out Trix, and ANBU already showing how dominant they can be with a very defensive position here. Rex, though, does get one, but hey, it's still ANBU cleaning up house.
I feel like there's a bit of hesitation on this side there. Perhaps a bit of chaining utilities with that. You have that breach, a flash, and of course that paranoia.
Yeah.
You could really chain those utilities.
It's just ridiculous how ANBU is able to answer back on CTNX. And at the same time, when you don't see anyone in the middle and you use your utility, that's when your hesitate is like, are we sure we're going to go here? Are they actually waiting? And CTNX, they are just going to be falling from grace there. But at the very least, they still have some rounds to go for. They are going to be on the eco right now, though. ANBU in the meantime looking to dominate, and they're going to do the same old thing again, playing pretty defensive here on Split.
Again, Split is arguably a very defensive map, and I wouldn't be surprised if ANBU can, pull ahead quite a bit here onto the first half. But of course, the second half could very well be a different story. Kaja here might get a pick. This is spray transfer though.
Kaja and Rafi gonna be able to get to there. ANBU yet again getting the takedowns that they need. Courtesy though in the meantime catching out Kaja, showstopper right now, trying to get through the door. Unfortunately, it's just not gonna be knocking on the proper spot. CTNX right now looking to hold a little bit more, looking to push from the Rams, but ANBU in the meantime trying to hold with the Empress, and they do so far with Shideup getting the first kill, and Tony Back's getting a second after Courtesy trades back Rafi.
I mean, Shideup has just been doing so much work. As I say that, he gets one tap by Rex. Good shot by 20 Banks, just able to close out the round. Shideup did a very good job at holding down B Heaven all by himself, and it seems that when Rafi and Kaja went down on A Heaven, he was just there to basically clean it up and secure the round win.
He was even able to buy enough time to try and hold. He was now able to buy enough time to wait for his reinforcements. And in the end, CTNX right now going to be losing out that lead. ANBU in the meantime looking to play in such a defensive way. And it's been working out for them so very well. Unlike how ANBU has adjusted, because we have seen many teams start to keep forcing the aggro to no avail.
Absolutely. It looks like Kaja now on the operator. Will he be able to get some opening picks here?
In a case like this, though, Kaja looking for a bit of a lineup again. Beautiful shot indeed, as Rex going to be going on down. ANBU right now getting the entry that they need. 5v4 as of the moment. Courtesy, though, in the meantime, looking to push into the side. But the turret gets the peek, gets the spot, and CTNX cannot really engage like this.
That's going to be so hard to push. When you get basically tapped by the bot right there. But Trix answers back, takes down Kaja with an operator of his own. Such a valuable pick right there. Evens out the man advantage.
Yeah, just a way to answer back, just a way to figure something here and now. And in a case like this, we will see Olsen look to push from the garage. CTNX in a 4v4 kind of situation. ANBU in the meantime, still playing for time, still playing it slow. And it really feels like they are playing towards the map. ANBU right now is responding to CTNX's aggression to a good degree.
30 seconds left.
Tony Banks will be anticipating a B take here. Oh, this is perfectly timed. Oh my gosh.
Rolling Thunder just gets the roll on. He will be able to get one, but Courtesy does get the refrag now. CTNX, though, do need to plant that spike, and that is going to be Haps catching out around Rafi, though, with the take that Tricks right now. Has the spike, has the dash on it just to plant it, and it's all up to 6 in this moment. Spike has been planted, but the Blade Storm will be making a difference, and this is the Raze and Jet holding by B back.
Actually kind of confused as to you know, why no one was able to back up Tony Banks right there with after that Rolling Thunder.
And a little bit late on the rotations, and now they will be paying the price right here, Mr. Vim, as 6 has to go for the 1v2 clutch if they want to win this out, or CTNX can bed back in the groove, can get back in the economy, and this Omen has to be very, very careful as of the moment. Spots out the Jet. Unfortunately, the Blade Storm is enough there. 10 HP in the Dream, though. That damage fall off, hurting Mr. 6 there in the end, but hey, 3-3 right now. CTNX putting up a really good charge there on B side.
Yeah, very costly round for ANBU, losing that Rolling Thunder as well as the round. Very well played from CTNX. Old Economy on their side. And Trix getting a lot of value from the operator, disabling Kaja and taking away his operator. I mean, it's just a really big hit to the defense, especially now that you can really feel that 500 credit nerf to the operator. You think it's not that much. I was like, 500, yeah. But it's not something you can basically pick up again after you lose it in one round, you know?
The biggest thing is you only have 9,000 credits as your maximum allowance.
Yeah.
It really feels like you're a kid again, having some max money. And the thing about it is 5,000 is more than 50%. So it's even bigger of an investment, even bigger of a chunk. And you can't really save that money that just goes to waste if you go past 9,000. So in the end, no matter what, buying an operator is a costly investment despite whatever economy you're in. So for now, though, here we go again. CTNX given opportunity to go for mid control. But the problem only here for ANBU is they are weakening a site very, very severely. If CTNX realizes to go over to A, then might as well. But they do need that intel that they don't have as of the yet.
I mean, it's so tricky to play against an opponent like this that just doesn't peek at all, doesn't show any signs of aggression. Just waits for you to make the first move and waits for you to make a mistake.
Yeah, and as of the moment, guys, we also have a next match after this. We'll have Brand versus Subversive. So we'll be featuring 2 quarterfinal matches into this one. But right now, we're featuring CTNX trying to go for the aggro, but ANBU will respond, and Kaja quickly cleans up as everyone just falls apart there on to B side. ANBU just getting the 5er out of nowhere, and you can really see the stack defense on B side paying off for them.
Looks like they're trying to, you know, basically catching their rhythm right now. ANBU making it work. CTNX, though, will not give up without a fight, I'm sure. And so far, they're putting up a really good fight. Definitely a struggle on both teams. Again, these are 2 teams that are at the top of their game. And so far, the action that we've seen so far has been indicative of that.
Can't go wrong with what's going on here. It seems like ANBU and CTNX, these 2 teams are really putting each other to the test. And in a case like this, though, CTNX deciding, hey, let's just go through the middle and let's go for those kills here, there, and everywhere. 6, though, by the back of A side. He's trying to swing on in, and he catches out Trix mid-transition on tower. 6, though, has gotten 2. There we go again. The Omen just knowing exactly what to do. And that is just a beautiful shot onto Courtesy right there. ANBU again using the Omen to the best degree.
I mean, just looking at how on point his aim is, just so crisp. It's so satisfying to see those headshots. Let's take a look at the instant replay powered by XSplit over here. Check that out. 6.
Catches out Trix, catches out the Omen, catches out Rex trying to get that plant,
Oh
and
my
look
God.
at the flick. The flick
The
of the
flick.
wrist. The flick of the wrist right there from 6. He gets 4. And ANBU right now taking the 2-round lead. But CTNX still has the economy, and they can go again into this one.
Yeah, that was an eco round. So, you know, now is the time for a momentum shift. But 6 takes down Trix once again.
He's just ready for it every single time, and he is just able to get the answer no matter what. Rafi, though, in the meantime, going to be playing by the tower by the end of it all. And this is just going to be Team ANBU playing on the defensive angle. I said a while ago that CTNX should be finding these weaknesses on the defense of ANBU, but right now, it's still 6 holding no matter what. And even though we will be seeing ANBU right now go for the lockdown, CTNX doesn't care, and they might be pushing onto screens here as Allison gets Tony Banks, and this Detain might make it. And no one gonna get detained, but Rafi holding the line to force the ultimate out.
Courtesy and Haps, though, making it a 3v2. Make that a 3v1.
Sneaky though, sneaky peeky.
Oh my God, is he gonna pull this off?
Can he survive long enough? ANBU does make it in time. And Rafi, you can really put the no fear on this guy. F in his name does not stand for fear whatsoever. He just stuck it like crazy, and ANBU
Somebody clip that.
able to win that one out. We have probably clipped that as well. That
You know what's going down in the highlights, Mr.
Oh
Daks.
my god. You saw those bullets.
Oh
You
my
saw
God.
those trails. You saw those holes. But in the end, Rafi didn't care. He was like, I got time. I can make it happen.
You know, these pro players, man, like they really know how to keep their cool in times of like high stress situations, and that's what sets good players apart from great players.
You know how they do it? That's how they do it, good sir. But you know, Kaja gonna be playing the operator yet again. He's trying to go for a little bit of the lineup onto market. Unfortunately, the smoke does get in his way. Now it's high time though for the leaders here, and now ANBU trying to hold the line. There we go with the boom bot though, looking to make it through. And this is gonna be the raise of courtesy. Gonna be going down in smokes there. Rex though in the meantime does get 3 back. CTNX looking to navigate. They have mid control, but what can they do with it here?
Now it seems like they did a fast rotate, but again, 6 just owning A-ramps. He's the man of A-ramps. I mean, we're gonna call 6 the owner of A-ramps for now.
Yeah, no stopping whatsoever. He just feels like that he is the proprietor. He is the one with the deed. He's put his name on it in the first place. And in a case like this, we got Shine Up though, getting 3 halves though. In the meantime, catching back Rafi, 2v1 right now. ANBU though with ultimates to use. And in a case like this, it's all about the hold here for ANBU to stall for time against Trix.
Still a winnable, 1v2 situation. They're playing close together.
30 seconds left.
All it takes is one flick.
They actually do it though. Oh, Trix survives to try and get that spike down. ANBU has an idea what's going on. They do have to play for time though. They do have a way to try and get the angle. Paranoid though doesn't connect, but Shido doesn't care. And as you said, good try, but it's not good enough. ANBU right now getting the streak, getting the momentum, and running away on the defense.
Yep, they may be pulling ahead right now, but again, the fight is not over yet. The score is 7-3, and of course, things tend to change on the second half when especially in a map like Split. So, given the team composition of CTNX as well, I wouldn't be surprised if they do well on defense, just as ANBU is doing well right now.
Yes, sir. And you said a while ago that this map is quite polarizing, and that's really just why it is
Split.
Split.
As Omen says, they don't know the meaning of Split.
Split.
He says that.
You know what is giving right now? Splitting a headache, trying to figure out why it makes such a big difference to be on the defense. But it really feels like it's a tower control there. It's just a high ground.
It's a psychological thing.
Yeah, maybe. It was a pretty good movie. But I gotta say though, our Twin Towers right now it's just high ground plus funnels. It's the best of both worlds, and we already seen enough of those lightsaber duels to say that the high ground is very, very important no matter what. But 6 again gonna be looking to play in the back of A. Kaja though already lining up, catches out Trix, and that's a good spot there for Team ANBU playing proactive, going for those takedowns. Spike though retrieved here by CTNX, but they do need to work hard to take and mitigate that one-man disadvantage.
Now, it seems that ANBU is just going to play it extra slow here. Rafi, though, taking down Olosin over at ropes. Very tricky situation, but they do have a showstopper. Courtesy could make something happen here.
This is Rex, though, climbing up the ropes. And it's really interesting to see how ANBU has been playing this out. They've been playing very defensively. They've been using long range for their utility. But you don't see this too often that the attacker side takes this much control of the map, but still loses it out in the end. So for Team ANBU, it's just all about the holds, and it's all about getting it done. Rafi and 6 and Kaja gets 1 kill apiece, and that is that. Flawless win there for Team ANBU as we go into the last round of this first half.
6 is just such an imposing presence on the board. 10-4 right now, just owning the defense on that A, just getting multi-kills on multi-kills. If you look at the scoreboard, it's been very consistent for CTNX so far, very consistent for ANBU as well, despite the sizable lead. But at this point, I think they should really try to go for a mid to B control, perhaps. I think A is too much of a challenge with 6 over there.
So all about those blade starts there, but in the meantime, we'll see what this is going to be all about. Operator in the clutches yet again of ANBU, and here we go with a quick little peek. They know those default angles, they know where to fight, and as of the moment, the Omen trying to bait the shot at, but Kaja will not bite on that one.
Gets spotted by the tracking guard there.
No, showstopper time. Courtesy trying to go for a spam, but he blows himself up. That nano swarm packing such a big punch, and you really feel your feet getting torn apart by the swarm there, by those little robots. But Tony Daks already catching out Tricks up in the air. Kaja gonna get shot down by Olsen, and you can feel the thud of that Jet's corpse that Olsen has gotten to. We got Rex playing by the default, trying to get the plant, but Olsen is holding the line. He has gotten 3, and with the advantage, Tony Daks making that happen, and it's time for the Rolling Thunder. It barely doesn't connect. Olsen went for quad feed right now, looking for the ace, but Tony Daks will deny it, and ANBU just with the right angles on that defense.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Tony Daks wanted to get him on that Rolling Thunder, but at the very least, it was able to displace him into a certain position or a certain angle that, you know, Tony Daks would be able to create. But it worked out in the end.
Very, very close though. Olsen has been a stalwart here, and especially in a post-plant situation that was trying to happen. And that Cypher really putting up such a good fight. Unfortunately though, everyone else falling on apart. And with ANBU given so much space, you can see this quartered mass trying to survive, putting up a fight, getting the fangs bared. But unfortunately, it's still that angle taken by ANBU to win.
But now, here's where things get a bit interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if a comeback is in order here for the side of CTNX. Of course, Rex and Courtesy will be the dynamic duo that will be defending mid. You see a heavy stack onto Ramen from the side of ANBU. And Trix holding that cheeky angle on the flower pot. What do you call that? I call it like what, flower pot? I don't know.
That works. You know, I just like this little flower pot. There's so many things about Split though. It feels like it's a real alive place compared to everything else. It's like someone actually lives here, Vim. That's for sure. And hey, can't really go wrong with that. I still love the coffee house itself. It's a pretty interesting first floor. I wish I could order from there, but hey, can't say that ANBU right now is going to be looking for the order because they are trying to set on up for an A take. Everyone stacking, everyone rotating. CTNX going to be looking to wait it out, but at the very least, they already have 3 set up here. And as of the moment, it's all about the crescendo waiting to happen.
This is a bit of a different ANBU than the one I'm used to seeing. They're kind of playing it more slow, a bit cool and calculated, but Trix just beautiful backstab there. Rex as well securing it too.
This is going to be 6 catching out Trix and catching out Rex. Team ANBU making this a 2v2, and this is just 6 really giving us such an amazing setup. He's been getting so many kills here and there. He will get tagged though by the Cypher who barely sees him. And ANBU right now do need to play in a way that's very, very defensive. At least they have that Killjoy. Raffi's really putting in the pressure, and Courtesy gonna be taking way too many bullets to stay alive. The turret still getting the tracking. That's gonna be 6, unable to get that shots. But the alarm bot into the frenzy is enough for the Killjoy. And you gotta say for ANBU, you can see this is a weakness for them on the attacking side, but they make it a defense, they make it a plant, and ANBU is in the lead by 7.
I gotta say, man, like the Killjoy turret, it's just so damn annoying on a pistol round because it takes so many pistol shots to destroy it, and it deals like it takes away your half armor in an instant. It's actually really, really annoying. I mean, he almost died by the bot right there.
I mean, the turret is really strong in the pistol. It's a ability basically with light armor, and it shoots you at the same time, and you're either in light armor or no armor. So effectively, the burst fire there does take a little bit more chunks of your HP overall. But Raffi, he loves to play that Ares, and he will be able to get Rex here, though, with Currency trying to set up that paint shells. And even though he gets a grenade out, Tony Daks will be pushing as well as the rest of Team ANBU to get that takedown. ANBU right now with a 7-round lead, looking to make it 8. CTNX rotating. They are struggling right now. They have the Stinger for Olsen, but they cannot get the angle in time.
I mean, I like the idea here. Stinger, best gun after all. They try to go for a force Stinger buy. But, you know, they are down 7 points, probably soon to be 8 points unless they can make something happen here. So I do understand the rationale of force buying at this point.
Little burst and quick little jump by the Jets. Trix going to be able to get that takedown. Also, though, in the meantime, able to navigate. And they did hear that turret get the shot on, but I don't think Team ANBU really knows as of the moment. Tony Daks still going to be turning on around. Do they have the idea as of the moment here and now? There we go with the peek, though. Kaja with a knife out. Olsen will get that kill, but Tony Daks still waiting it out. ANBU now closing and closing 2 match points.
ANBU looking really on point right now, 11-3, and they sustained momentum pretty much all throughout after the first couple of rounds, and even the second half so far. they've done pretty well.
They got the best start of them, all of them. They got the pistol, and they got the second round.
Absolutely.
So for this point, this is CTNX do or die time. If they lose this, they're going to be in such a bad spot. But I guess since they did go for the force bite in the last round, they will have to give this one up in terms of the arsenal and try to figure something out in the next one if it becomes match point there. But here we go again. Kaja to the high ground. He has the stinger in hand. And can he get close to the Omen? They're just waiting for an opportunity. 6-0 with a kill already onto Trix. That's going to be a peek, though, from the Omen in time. But unfortunately, he doesn't get the shot there, and Kaja will get that kill as 6 is popping out to get 2.
One thing I'd like to note on ANBU's A take is that, you know, if you notice, none of them went to A heaven, and that's because you don't really need to cover up A heaven as Kaja takes down Rex just like that. You don't really need to push A heaven as long as you have it covered. So. Very well played from ANBU right there.
That exit, right, being held together by the Jet. Also, the fact of the matter is, it's just guns in advantage of Team ANBU, and that is Kaja getting 12-3 our score line, and ANBU is at match point to try and make it to tomorrow's semifinals.
I mean, they're showing that they're here and they're hungry. They're hungry to secure that spot, but it's not over yet. It's not over yet. We have seen some incredible comebacks in local tournaments, and. You know, the odds are very much stacked against CTNX, but we'll see.
They can still make it work, though, because they are on this defense. If they can hold with the guns that they need, then maybe, just maybe, it's time for them to really show us how it's done. But here we go again. Team ANBU looking hungry for the win, looking hungry to make it through to the semifinals. Get in the money there. CTNX, though, in the meantime, rotating immediately. And we will have the high ground there being checked by the Rays.
They haven't gone for any fake executes so far, because so far they've been very successful in getting some opening picks, and they didn't really need to rotate.
Only time will tell, though, if CTNX can actually hold on to this one, because ANBU is looking to just put every little bit of pressure onto B side. Garage as well as a Heaven take. Both sides trying to see how much control they can do into this one, and Olsen keeping an eye out. But there we go with the Nano Swarm into the dash we go. Kaja, though, in the meantime, still gets a kill onto the Cypher there, but Rex with the trade. Now this is the breach, trying to survive, but Shied up deciding, hey, this is going to be a long setup for you to get the flash, and Rex will go down to the Spectre, swinging on to CT, spike though planted by ANBU in a potential last timer.
It's like courtesy. Trix and Haps will be on the last stand here. Do or die. 12-3, 4v3 situation right now.
And just such a quick momentum here from ANBU. As soon as they got the lead, they never let go. Trix, though, trying to make sure that they can survive, but that's 4v1, and CTNX basically getting manhandled. ANBU will dominate the latter half of this game, and they will win it out 13-3 to become our first semifinalist in the main qualifiers of the KDR tournament series.
Very dominant performance, you know. As you said, just manhandling CTNX. Look at this. It's not sorted by team. This average combat score is sorted in terms of, you know, increasing numbers. And this is just, it just goes to show that such a dominant performance so far. 6 on top of that scoreboard, 16-5 on the KD. Doesn't matter what gun he's using, Bulldog, a pistol, or a Vyminal. It's just so consistent throughout the entire game.
His defense there in Team ANBU's defense itself was pretty solid. He was able to hold, he was able to survive, he was able to get a pick off, and all of that just made such a big difference overall. In the end, Team ANBU, they took the reins of the steed, and they never let go of him. But I gotta say, for CTNX, they had a good start, and they had so much mid control. But what really went wrong there, they had all the space in the world and more, but they couldn't actually execute to get those kills.
Perhaps it was just so imposing. Like, Kaja's operator was just very, very imposing presence on the board, and it's just that 6 was able to get multi-kills on multi-kills, essentially locking down A side, and then you have Killjoy on B, which makes it really hard to push B as well. So when you have both sides locked down, it's so hard to play on the offense in that.
This amazing sight to behold. We also saw Rafi actually play the defense on the attack. That was really interesting setup there onto A site, and Team ANBU really utilizing the best of their abilities, either in the attack or the defense.
Yeah, definitely using all of their agents' kits to the most maximum potential there.
Okay, guys, so that was ANBU versus CTNX. CTNX yet again back to the drawing board, but we do see some flashes of brilliance, some flashes of some good takes, and some flashes of, well, really good fights from the swings that we have seen. But in the end, ANBU just playing aggression at the right time. A lot of good timings there and a lot of good peaks from Team ANBU. So overall, a solid quarterfinal match, and you know, semifinals gonna be having Team ANBU for tomorrow. But we are not done yet. We still have one more match, and before that, though, we will be giving away our XSplit codes right now. So how many winners are that for the XSplit codes?
We got 5 winners.
Ooh, and how long? What are these XSplit codes?
Okay,
what is
you
XSplit?
got an XSplit premium license worth 3 months of premium membership for these 5 lucky people. And of course, XSplit premium membership gives you access to XSplit VCam and XSplit Broadcaster, which is a premium streaming software screen capture service.
Can't go wrong with that. I've seen XSplit in action, and it has been absolutely amazing, to say the least. It really feels so full of finesse. And when you check it out itself, it's something that we're using right now. As we said, we're powered by XSplit, so you can't really go wrong from what you're seeing. It's solid production value from our staff, from XSplit itself, and we thank them for supporting this tournament. But here we go, guys. Our winners, we got Bibay Duenas, we got Arnel Mateo Nieto, Rafael Christian Viana, Alan Liuen Di Matulak, and Edgar Dejano right there to win it out. So those 5 lucky members of the audience getting some XSplit licenses. Might as well start your career in streaming with XSplit, right?
Why not? It's the best time to stream. Everybody's mostly at home playing video games, and might as well share it with the world. But that's not all, Mr. Daks. We got 1,500 pesos worth of Gcash to be given away. Of course, you know, with the Act 3 coming real soon, you might as well use those for some battle passes. And of course, Legion K500 gaming keyboard.
That's the big one.
That's
right
a big
there.
one.
So congrats to our XSplit code winners. You can always message the page them for the coordination. And of course, we will have a list and we'll be able to verify if that is you in the first place. So congrats again to Bibay Duenas. We had Arnel Mateo Nieto, Rafael Christian Viana. We got Alan Liuen Di Matulak and Edgar Dejano as our winners. And might as well, we'll see maybe that these streams can come online in the future. But what a quarterfinal that was. And it was just ANBU showing us that they have learned a lot on the split takes, on the split defenses. And it really was just an amazing hold, especially from Mr. Six, who is just being so sublime on that Omen. But hey, we got another match for you guys. We got a bonus one right there.
This is going to be really exciting. And let me tell you, I'm stoked. I'm beyond stoked.
You were talking about it. Like, we were talking about the upcoming matchups here in the quarterfinals, and this was one you said that you would wait for. You would actually check out.
I actually watch this.
And I cannot wait for it as well, because we got Bren Esports versus Team Subversives to wrap up our first day broadcast, and we will be right back in just a bit. Stick around. This is the KDR Tournament Series, the main qualifiers.